Yo, so today I'm bringing you my week 2 battle against ABP for the Hive, and just looking at the matchup, I actually like this because look at Megalopen, he outspeeds his whole team, and it just destroys everything really. What can really wall it except physically defensive Sylveon? So I knew he was definitely bringing physically defensive Sylveon, and for that, I bought Komo as well, just to overwhelm this thing, and or wear it down enough so that Lopunny can finish it off and sweep the rest. And on the defensive side, we got Gramble. Look, it can wall Garchomp, Gyarados, Liquid Rock, Heracross, even Piloswine. So in one slot I could cover a lot. Now onto the team building. So I start with Gramble because it checked so much in one slot, which gave me flexibility for the rest of the team. So I gave it play rough just to hit Garchomp, Heracross, Gyarados, Mega Gyarados, and it just gave stab on the rest, I guess. Super Fang, because to like catch Registeel or the switch in, half its health. Same for Lissy and Sylveon, I guess, and Roserade. Rest Talk, because since it's checking so many different things, I thought, yeah, I definitely need longevity on this thing, so I gave Rest Talk. Now Tornadus T, I had no real switching to it. Well, I could bring like Steel Valley Electric, but I needed Steel Valley Steel for something else. So I bought Thunderous instead. And I made it a physical set just because he had Blissey. So I thought definitely I need superpower. And it just hit like Roserade harder with Z-Fly, I guess, and Sylveon. And the EVs is just enough for Garchomp speed wise. Max attack, rest in HP. Now I bought Steel Valley Steel because Roserade and Sylveon, I didn't really have switching to those two. Heatran was an option, but Roserade is faster, and I was scared of like Technician hidden power ground. And same for Sylveon catching me on the switch. So I bought Steel Valley Steel instead. You can outspeed them and it takes less damage. I gave it multi-attack, just a stab and just to hit Sylveon and whatnot. Parting shot for pivoting. Defog because he had Roserade. I was scared of spikes, toxic spikes, and stealth rock at the same time, so I definitely needed hazard removal. And explosion mainly because I had nothing else to really put there, and it could catch like, well, if he had like Taunty against me, he thinks he may live a hit and probably go for Heat Wave or Superpower, so I could just explode on it and then 1-hit KO, and it could just look like other things, I guess. Enough speed for Heracross. Yeah, that was the benchmark, nothing else. Max attack and just some bulk. Now at this point, I thought, yeah, with these three I have switches to like his whole team. So I was just looking at offense now, like how to beat my own win conditions. So I bought Megalopen, as I said before, which destroys his team. I put Drain Punch over High Jump Kick because I saw Blissey and Registeel, and those things usually carry Protect. And I don't want that. I don't want them protecting my High Jump Kick, so I lose half my health. So I didn't really want them kind of mind games. So I just bought Drain Punch because it's way more reliable, and it still did enough damage. I bought Power Up Punch because I thought it could break Sylveon better, but in the test games and in the actual battle I actually never used it, so I think Ice Punch may have been better anyway. I gave it enough speed for Tornadus T, yeah, max attack and the resting bulk, which actually came pretty handy. Then Komodo, as I said before, just to overwhelm Sylveon, and I guess it could live like +1 Mega Gyarados and switch into Liquid Rock easily as well. Drain Punch and Ice Punch hit everything, pretty much. Just look at his team, he hits everything. And Iron Head with the Z Crystal, just to smack Sylveon or overwhelm it. And lastly, I just put Nidoqueen because Volt Switch block, ground, electric immune, I definitely need his Stealth Rock because look at Taunty. It could be annoying because with Regenerator and U-turn, I don't want it coming in and out for free. And yeah, I just need to chip damage basically. Plus, with the moveset, I could lure a lot of things. I made it physical. With Superpower, I can smack Blissey. And with Poison Jab or Ice Punch, I could like hit Roserade for way harder than he'd expect. And 1-hit KO Sylveon as well. Ice Punch was for Garchomp. And to hit Tornadus T a bit harder. So, onto the battle. So he does bring Sylveon, Tornadus and Garchomp, as I expected. And Roserade, I guess. But no Blissey, which I guess makes sense in hindsight because maybe he knew that Thunderous can go Superpower and same for Nido Queen, I guess, so he didn't really check much. So I lead off locally because it beats 5 out of 6 mons, except Sylveon. But even if it does lead Sylveon, I can fake out and then switch out. So I go for fake out here, just to check this thing spread and whatnot. Now here, I'll make a ballsy play. He can go for Hurricane and 1-hit KO me, but I thought it's turn 1. The switching to Thunderous or something else is so obvious. So I just stay in and return anyway, as he goes for U-turn. Now, I'm not really proud of that play. In a serious setting, something like SPL final, I would not do that. But I just thought, yeah, I just want to have fun. I'm going to predict. So I do that. He goes to Heracross, reveals Flame Orb, so no Scarf there. So I go to Brambles, safe play. I can't 1-hit KO it. He does 39, that's quite, yeah, he does a lot more than I thought. So I go for Super Fan because the switching to Roserade or Registeel is obvious. I get this thing down to half its health. Now, fearing Sludge Bomb, I go to Nido Queen, but he predicts me and goes for Hidden Power Ground. Now, I could switch to Thunderous on the Hidden Power Ground or something else, but I wasn't feeling that ballsy anymore, especially after that turn 1. So, and plus, 49% Nido Queen really isn't doing much at this point, so I just cycle off anyway and keep Silvally healthy. Now I go to Sylveon. Yeah, I want to finish this thing off with multi-attack as he lays up Toxic Spikes. So I don't want them up because Gramble gets worn down really fast, same for Lopunny and Kommo. So I defog immediately as he goes to Registeel. Now I go for Parting Shot just in case it switches out and I'm faster, so no reason not to. Go to Thunderous as he lays up Stealth Rock. So I start bulking up just to, potential sweep. And he goes for Toxic and then reveals Counter as I bulk up again. So I superpower here because I thought, yeah, +2 superpower should kill this. But then he reveals a physically bulky Chopper Berry set and catches me with the counter. So I drop dead. And now, yeah, this was the perfect time to go Kommo because it wasn't setting up on Sylveon or Garchomp or Tornadus T, and Heracross did way too much damage. So I thought, yeah, this is the perfect time to Dragon Dance. So I do that as he goes for Toxic. And I Dragon Dance again just in case he has Scarf Garchomp, which can revenge kill. And he just tries to go for counter, but then, and now I finish off with Drain Punch, back to full health. As he goes to Sylveon as expected, I go for the Z Iron Head. Now from that damage, I know it's physically defensive because +2 Z Iron Head is doing way more than 41, even through Protect. So he did bring physically defensive Obsidian. He goes to Garchomp here, kind of a ballsy play, but I was not really trying to predict dead because Sylveon, I wanted Sylveon at low health or dead, so that's all I really wanted. So I didn't really care about him switching out. He wears me down with Garchomp, Ruskin, and stacks off Roserade next. I go to Silvally Steel because at this point, if I went to Gramble and he went to like Sylveon or Taunty, I can't really switch into them. Especially if Taunty can like predict Silvally Steel and goes for Heat Wave or Superpower. But Silvally Steel was like the best play here because it could 1-hit KO Heracross with Explosion, beat Sylveon, and Explosion Tornadus T. And if he did go Garchomp, I have Gramble to switch into that anyway. So I go to Silvally, he goes to Sylveon, and I just want to finish this thing off with multi-attack. So he stacks off Heracross. Now my speed EVs come through here as I outspeed this and finish it off. And now he goes to Garchomp, so obviously fearing the Earthquake, go right into Gramble. That is very little, 31, yeah. I live another one, so I just go for play rough. Crit this, but it doesn't really matter later on. I go to Silvally Steel, he does go for Hidden Power Ground, so that's why I did not bring Heat Run. And I just finished this thing off in multi-attack. So that crit didn't really matter, it was clean anyway. Now he goes back out to Garchomp, Now Gramble's useless at this point because after Stealth Rock, Earthquake kills it anyway, and it doesn't touch Tornado's T. So I sack off Gramble. And I get Intimidate off as well, so Lopunny or Silver Valley can live the next year. Now I go to Lopunny. He can't do much here except maybe switch out to Taunty, because he does reveal Scarf Garchomp. He does outspeed me here, but yeah, I go for a return, finish this thing off as Earthquake does 43 minus 1. Now and then I just finish off with Taunty. He couldn't do much there because if he sacked Taunty, then he can only be locked into Outrage. But all Earthquake, because neutral, he could probably crit my Lopunny with Earthquake and then finish off Silver Valley. So that was his play. He could have done that better, but there's not much of a difference really. He couldn't do much because the matchup was pretty bad. So yeah, GG.